it's me, Pan42 Tarot, but you can call me Pan. So, today we are doing a message of hope from the ancestors. I hesitate to say ancestors because I've had this phrase stuck in my head all day that another tarot reader said in one of her readings, which was not of blood but of kin. So this is a message of hope from your kin who are on the other side somewhere, either as spirit guides or going to their next life, or who knows. So yes, this is a message from those who are your kin. So maybe they were blood relatives, maybe they were really ancient relatives, or maybe they were just friends of yours that have passed away, or just people who considered you like family, even if you weren't family. So this deck that I'm going to use to pull you guys into each individual reading, this deck is, why aren't you focusing? There you go. This deck is from another board game called Dreams. It's a lot like the game Mysterium, where you work together to solve a crime, but in this case, you're working together to figure out the meaning of dreams. So some of this artwork is really cool. They also did a really cool thing with this game where they put the name of the illustrator on the actual card. So if you like their art, you can look them up. Cool. So I'm just going to shuffle these and we're going to get you a card. I think I'll do 4 readings today. I might be filming this video over a couple of days just because of my work schedule this week. So each group might have super different lighting and like things, but it's fine. We're gonna get your messages. Okay, there's 2 of the groups. That's 2 cards, right? Two groups. Can we get 2 more? 2 more groups that need a message of hope, please. Ooh, boy. Ooh, that one. One more. One more group. That one. Okay. If it gets stuck to my hand, it definitely wants to be in the readings. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look at them. I'm also going to get a rune stone for each of these. I'll tell you about those in a second, though. Okay, so group number 1, you have this super weird yet adorable card of a bird guy sitting on a bench, and he's feeding birds that have dude heads. So that's group number 1. Group number 2, wow, this is cool. You have this sepia tone image with a lot of domed bubbles that are connected, and there's a wasp in it. Really cool card. Group number 3, you have this beautiful tree. Ooh. Oh man, it's so raining all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. So, you have this beautiful tree with lanterns in it, and it's glowing at the bottom too, and it's also floating. Beautiful. And then our last group, group number 4, you have this beautiful dark image of a man scribing in a library. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to pull you each a rune. These runes were handmade by a woman who owns a little witch shop. I can't remember which one I got it at, but they're handmade, and they have so they have custom. They have their own little runes on them. They're not your typical like Nordic runes, and they're really cool. So group number 1, you got the scythe. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see these. Focus on my hand. There we go. The scythe. The scythe means cutting, change, death. So that's group number 1. Group number 2, you got this cool image, which I don't really know what it's supposed to be. Focus. There you go. This is harvest. So I guess they're little wheat fields or something. This is harvest, which is completion, increase, luck. So that's your rune group number 2. Group number 3, you have the eye, I think. Yep, the eye. There you go. And the eye is watching, spellbinding, and awareness. And last but not least, we have group number 4, which is, you got this symbol, which is the symbol for focus. Focus. Do it. There it is. This symbol, which is the symbol for woman on these runes, and it is for rejuvenation, healing, and psychic. So that'll be your rune group number 4. So these are the 4 groups. I'm gonna like leave it here for like a minute, not a whole minute, but a little bit, so you can look at them for a little while longer if you want. This spread that I'm gonna do for you guys is one I found on Pinterest, which is called the Star. And I'll like tell you what each card means in the spread when we actually do it. But yeah, so I'll see you all at your groups. Bye, guys. Hi, group number 1. So today you were pulled in by this card here. It's a really cute little bird guy sitting and feeding the birds, which have people heads because these cards are based on dreams. So it's weird. Okay. So that's your card, and then this was your rune, which is the scythe. There you go. The scythe. And the scythe is about death and change, which, if you're me, you don't like change. But change is a good thing. We all need it to grow, get better. So this is going to be a message of hope from your kin, your relatives, your ancestors, whatever you identify with. So, this spread I'm going to be using is called the Star, and you'll see it as I read it, that like you read it as a star. the deck I'm using is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I'm using this deck, one, because when I interviewed this deck originally, it told me it was my ancestor deck, so seemed appropriate to use it with you guys. Here, okay. It's also just like Nightmare Before Christmas has like a really nice message of hope, at least in my opinion. You know, because it's about Christmas, but also about Halloween and being yourself, and it's adorable. Anyway, 1, 2. I'm gonna reveal these cards as I do the reading instead of showing them all right away. 3, 4. Oops. Listen to what you just said, Pan. 6. Okay. So, and then at the end of your reading, I'm going to pull an oracle card or two from Kenyan, the Kenyan oracle that I have, which has a lot of beautiful, uplifting messages for you. So, the first card that we pulled represents the wound that you're carrying with you. This could just be like the reason why you need a boost, the reason why you need a message of hope. So it could just be that you had a bad day, or it could be something deeper. So the card you got for this is the 5 of Potions. 5 of Potions, which is the 5 of Cups in this deck. That makes a lot of sense because the 5 of Cups has to do with mourning something. Sometimes mourning something that, like you're upset about something falling away, but you still have some things. That's always the image. Is, as you can see, like he's upset, and there's 3 fallen over. There's 3 fallen over potions, but there's 2 behind him that he's not seeing that he could be using instead of being upset about the 5th one. So, but in this context, what's the wound? Well, you've lost something. Even if it's not as great a loss as you think it is, it's still a loss. And so it could be, I don't know, maybe you lost a dog, maybe you lost important paper, maybe, I don't know, it could be a lot of things. So yeah, you're dealing with a loss of some kind, some kind of grief. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, what is the guidance that they have for you? And we have here the Knight of Swords, well, the Knight of Needles. Guidance. So, the Knight of Swords is a very direct knight. He is very quick. He's very cut to the point, cut to the jazz. Don't mince your words. So I think their guidance for you is that you need to, and it's also about ideas and speaking. So I think that they're saying, so with this loss that you've had, you should speak up about the loss, either to people who you love or people, or just people around you that need to know. You should also speak up for what you need, is what I'm hearing. Like, whatever this loss is, if it was financial, if it was anything, and it's left a hole and you need something, you should speak it. You shouldn't waste time hemming and hawing, will this person think less of me because I need help? No, you should ask for it. You should speak what you need, because you're definitely worth that. And there are people around you who will help. So I believe your ancestors and your kin are saying, help, speak what you need, and do it quickly. Don't sit around until this loss consumes you. You need to speak about it now. You need to talk to the people who will help you with this loss. Maybe that's the two potions that are standing behind this weeping Jack Skellington, is the people. There are people who could help that you're not speaking to. You need to speak to them and speak to them quickly. So the next card, this one, is number 3, which is grounding. How can you ground? And here we have the Lovers card. Ooh, wow, that's really cute and poignant. So what will ground you? Love. That's easy. So yeah, they're saying love. My attention is being drawn to your other card that we pulled to pull you in. And whatever this loss, death, change is, yeah, we already had, your rune was talking about a death and change. So whatever this loss was, it could have been a death of somebody. Maybe this is that person reaching out to you and saying, get the help you need with this. I'm also being drawn to this card in the grounding section because I feel like this guy is really reconnecting. He's connecting with nature, even though it's a weird little nature. He's connecting with nature and he's feeling loved by taking care of some things. And I think that in this instance, like, they're asking you to reach out to the people who love you. And the people who love you will ground you and keep you from jumping off the deep end with this grief. Their love will help take care of you in this time of grief and sadness. There's still love in your life, and it's around you, and it's powerful. It's a very powerful love. And it could be a spouse, it could be just a friend, it could be any kind of love. Here in this grounding position, I'm hearing that you really need to look for the love in your life and use it to hold you down. Use it to keep sight of this loss wasn't all there is. It may feel like that in some moments, that it's only loss, everything is loss, but there's people around you who care, and there's people, and there's your guides are saying they love you too. There's a lot of love around you that will keep you grounded and know that there's more to life than this brief moment of grief, even though it may not feel like a brief moment. Okay, and so number 4 is inspiration. So this is what is inspiring. Sorry, I always hold the cards crooked because I look at stuff crooked. Pretty much everything in my house is hung crooked. So this is the strength card in this deck. I really like him. He's pretty cute. So, inspiration, strength. They're saying that you will be inspired by the strength you find in not only others, but yourself through this experience. Like, you are stronger than what you think you are, and they want to inspire you. Your ancestors want to inspire you to know that you are strong. And in the usual tarot, the image is a woman who is hanging out with a lion. She has tamed him and is not afraid of his great strength. And I think what they're saying is you have already tamed this lion before. You have gone through other griefs. You have gone through other troubles. You have lost other things. And it has not been the end of you. You are stronger than grief. You have done this before. You are inspiring in the strength that you hold. Your ancestors, your kin are inspired by your strength, by the strength that you hold. So they know that this, though it may hurt for time, though it may take you down for a minute, it will not hold you down forever. No, you will be lifted by the love of those who are beside you, and you will remember that you are strong. And whatever loss this was, it will make you stronger. It's going to hurt. It's going to maybe mess up your day. If it was a brief loss, if it was a financial loss, it's gonna be annoying or inconvenient, but it's going to continue to show you the strength that you possess, because you possess a lot of it. And your kin are just they're inspired by you. They are. Your strength, your love in the face of loss inspires them. So, card number 5 is a blessing for you. Oh my God. Look at that. We got the star card in the star reading. Aww. It's so sweet. The star card is about being a star. It's about hope, and it's about hope. So the blessing that they're giving you is, I think, this reading. I mean, not just this reading, but the message of hope that they want to bring you. You are a bright, shining star, and they know that you're hurting right now, but nothing can keep you down. Just like this phantom dog. Like, he flies. He flies. He's wonderful. He's amazing. Like, you're a bright, shining star, and you are a blessing to everyone around you, but everyone around you is going to be a blessing to you in this moment. You're going to be surprised by the people that rally around you and that try and comfort you in this moment. And yeah, they're giving you a blessing of hope. They're giving you a blessing of a light in the darkness. There will be a light in this darkness. Aww, that's really sweet. The last card is a wish that they have for you. And we have the 3 of Presents. The 3 of Presents is the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is about building something with other people. So I think that the wish that this kin have for you, that your kin have for you, and it's kind of like this card too. How the wish that they have for you is that you continue to build with other people, that you don't let this loss make you shut out or shut down. Instead, you make it Instead, you allow people to come and care for you and try and help build something beautiful together. Maybe it's just better friendships in memory of whatever this loss was. Maybe it's, maybe if it was a financial loss, that you allow your friends to help you build a better plan for the future. Maybe, I'm going to stop speculating, but yeah, their wish is that you continue to let other people in and work with them to continue to create wonderful change in your life. That this death has caused change that perhaps you don't like, but you are strong and you have the ability to use change to create something beautiful. And you can do it better with people, with other people to help you. That's really sweet. And there's a lot of flying things in this reading specifically, so I think if you see bats or birds at really weird moments, I think that would be a sign from your kin that they are there for you, that they are continuing to try and help you heal from whatever this loss is, and they will be there for you in the future and now, and yeah. Aw. Your family's so sweet, guys. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from this deck, which is the Kun Yin Oracle deck. It has really beautiful art and some really positive messages, and that one just popped right out. Do we want another one, Kin? Do you have any other messages for pile number 1? That's too many. This one. Okay, you guys got 2. All right. Let's see what we have. So the first one we have is Weave the Future Golden. I'm going to show you the image. Weave the Future Golden. Something good is coming your way. Kun Yin now assists you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities that are waiting for you, and which will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. That's beautiful. And then the other card you got was the Bamboo Moon. The Bamboo Moon. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe, and all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with the timing and intelligence of the divine plan? Any apparent delay is in your favor. If something is happening for you right now, then that is perfect too. Divine timing is perfection. It is safe to trust this now. So divine timing, whatever this loss was, it was divinely timed, even though it may hurt, even though it may feel like this isn't fair. It was timed specifically for now. And you're going to build something better out of it. I know it might not feel like that right now. But but it's definitely going to continue to help you grow into an even stronger person. And I think it's also going to help you grow your relationships around you. It's going to help you create some trust and maybe let some people in that you've been fighting, or not fighting, but like not trusting with anything. Yeah, so that was your message of hope. I hope it really, hit home and helped out. If you like this video, please push the thumbs up button. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't really have any cute little things for you to write in the comments section for this one. Unless you just really liked the reading, and then just tell me which pile you liked. Which obviously you guys are pile 1. So, thank you so much for being here with me, pile 1, and thank you to your kin and ancestors for coming through with this message that there is hope on the horizon, to look at those you love, to find strength within yourself because you are full of it and you inspire them daily. So, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. This was Pan. Bye, guys. Hi, group number 2. This is your reading, which is a message of hope from your ancestors / kin / family / people from the other side. Okay, so this is the card you were drawn in by. It's a really cool terrain, maybe? With big bubble clouds things? Yeah. And then this was your rune, which is a harvest. Harvest? I think it goes this way. Harvest. And harvest is about completion, increase, and luck. Yeah, so that's already a really cool message. So, today I'm going to be doing a spread called the Star, and we're going to read it like a star. I'm going to show you. So, today we are just going to shuffle because these cards are very matte, so they don't flop out normally. So, kin of pile number 2. Would you please give us a message of hope for pile number 2? Here. Okay. So, I'm going to just lay out the cards without flipping them over first and read each card individually because they mean something individually, and then we'll see if they mean something all together too. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, this deck that I'm using, by the way, is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I'm using it because it's actually my ancestor deck. Also, ancestors, dead people, Nightmare Before Christmas, plus the hopeful message of Christmas, and like the message that Skeleton finds for himself, which is be yourself, which is very hopeful. So yeah, all that stuff. So your first card is the wound that you are experiencing right now, the reason why you need a message of hope, basically. So, what we have here is the Tower. Oh, man. There it is. The Tower. So, we have the Tower. Of course we have the Tower. That's a big wound. The Tower is normally a huge moment of change in your life. It's normally something that like shakes you to your core, that like is either a big revelation to you that changes how you see the world, or it's just a really big event that changes your life, really. Yeah, so it's a big old change. Whatever wound you are in need of a hopeful message for right now, it is a big old change. I am seeing with your harvest, like this change might be for the better, even if you don't see it right now, because the harvest talks about increase in luck. So this change might be a lucky one, even if you can't see it right now. So that's the wound. Card number 2 is their guidance for you. And we have the 6 of Needles, which is the 6 of Swords. Yeah. The 6 of Needles is about leaving something behind. Normally it's people in a boat going somewhere, and normally on one side of them it is stormy waters, and they are headed towards better waters. So I think what your kin here are trying to say is that their guidance would be to leave behind things that you have found false, or that don't ring true anymore. With this big tower moment, to leave those things behind, it will help you sail into smoother waters. It will help you, So, the 6 of Needles is about leaving things behind. It's about clearing out, or leaving. It's about not taking stuff you don't need, because it's a very small boat that they're going towards. And in this image, it's wow, why can't I remember her name? Sally? Sandy? Oh man, I'm gonna get some comments about that. Anyway, it's about her leaving behind the mad scientist so she could actually explore her own life and find her own purpose, and eventually she helps Jack Skellington and blah blah blah. So I think what they're trying to say is that whatever this tower moment is, it's going to reveal some things to you that ring false, that are no longer serving you, that should be swept aside, that should be cleared, cleansed, gotten rid of. It could just be that you eat chips when you sit and watch TV every single time. Like, switch out one of those snacks for carrots. That's like a thing I'm struggling with right now, so that's why that came up. Anyway, so it could be something as easy as like silly as that, or it could be something really big, like really changing your worldview about something. So that's their guidance. Get rid of things that aren't serving you anymore. Number 3 is about grounding. And you have the Hanged Man. Very interesting. Because the Hanged Man is the opposite of grounding. So maybe that's what they're trying to say. Like if you're going through a tower moment right now, like, you shouldn't be holding on too tight to things, to anything. You should start exploring some new things. Maybe the stuff that made you feel grounded in the past is no longer working, so it is time to find new ways to ground. It might be that your perspective has changed about some really fundamental things in your life, like maybe your spirituality has shifted a lot, or maybe your view of the world has shifted a lot because you've gotten maybe you've moved somewhere or something like that. So they're saying there's a lot of shifting sands around you, and to instead of taking this as a moment to panic, don't panic. Be the hanged man, and the hanged man is all about learning from a different perspective. Some people view the hanged man as like a perpetual student, like somebody who's stuck in the perspective they're in. But with this Tower card as part of your reading, like, I think you're having the opposite problem. Like, everything has shifted upside down for you. But I think your kin are saying that, yes, everything has shifted upside down for you, but this was an important shift, and it's going to show you some brand new things about the world and yourself even. And to not hold on too tightly to your preconceived notions of things. Let the world show you some new stuff. Yeah. Okay, so number 4 is inspiration, and you have the 10 of potions. Whoa. Which is the 10 of cups in this deck. So, wow, the 10 of cups is the card of all of your dreams coming true. So, whatever this huge shift is, it's a shift in a positive direction. As we said, we had this rune about the harvest, about luck. And I think what they're saying here is, look around you at this new thing you are discovering, and instead of seeing horror all around, be inspired by what you see. And like Jack does, like when he goes into a completely different world, which is the Christmas land, instead of being horrified, like most of his world would be, seeing people be happy and joyful, Jack is just inspired by everything around him. And he is so inspired that he tries to make this whole new dream of his own come true. So look at this change in perspective, this Tower moment, as a moment to find something so new that it changes your dream for the future, but also makes you inspired to go after that dream. Yeah, that is inspiring. Thank you, kin. Okay, so card number 5 is your blessing from your kin, and you have the 5 of candles, which is the 5 of wands. Interesting. So the 5 of wands is about a fight. Obviously, these children are fighting in this image. It's about a fight. It's about family fighting. So in this position, in this reading specifically, I'm hearing that, like, the blessing is that this kin is going to fight for you. On the other side, here in this world, you got people who got your back, brah. Like, they're going to fight for you no matter what. You are kin. You are closer than blood. This spirit on the other side is fighting for you. That is their blessing to you, that they will continue to fight for you. They will continue to bring your best good to you. They will continue to fight to make you a better person and be happy in your life. Aw, that's so sweet. And then lastly, we have their wish. And it is the 9 of Needles. Now, this is the 9 of Swords. And I think what they're saying, the 9 of Swords normally has to do with anxiety and worry. I think what their wish for you would be that you don't give in to the worry and anxiety about this huge change and shift in perspective. That instead you look towards your inspiration, towards the finding a new dream, to like this card here. It looks like somebody is terraforming a whole new world. I don't know if you know what terraforming is, but like it's when in sci-fi things people go to a whole new planet and like create the atmosphere that they need on this whole new planet to live there. So they're saying don't give in to the worry of what could happen in this whole new environment, but instead create your own environment. Create your own dream, create your own inspiration, create a home in this new home. That's their wish for you, is that you create a home in your new home. Yeah. Aw, that's really sweet. So lastly, we have, this is my Kuan-Yin Oracle deck, and we're just going to ask Kuan-Yin for some, well, Kuan-Yin and your relative, your kin, your ancestors. We're just going to ask them for one or two parting messages. These are some really beautiful messages from the Divine Feminine specifically, but we're going to take that one because that one popped out. And any more? That's like 3 of them. Any more? Nope, no more. Just one, but that's okay. Probably beautiful. So this is the Sacred River Yangtze. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the river, but I tried. There's the image. It's very beautiful. This card is Sacred River Yangtze. Yangtze. Just as the sacred river flows and changes course, you too are evolving in your divine path. Hey, what did we say? Changes in the flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your unfolding life path are imminent. This is exciting. You are growing and changing, and soon your life circumstances will reflect your inner evolution. Ooh, yeah, that's beautiful. So they're really saying don't fight this evolution, go with it, because it's the change of luck you've been needing. It's the exciting new dream that you need / want / have been asking for. So that's all I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so much, group number 2, for coming and watching this reading. And I hope you got something out of it. If you did, push the little thumbs up button, which is the like button, I guess. And like, comment, subscribe. I don't really have a cute thing for you to comment on in this video, but just like tell me if you liked this group and tell me why. Yeah, that's all. And thank you so much for being here and watching, guys. I love doing these readings, and I really hope this message of hope gets to you guys when you need it. And yeah, that's all. Okay, bye guys. This was Pan. Bye. Hi, group number 3. This is your reading. It is all about a message of hope from your ancestors or kin or family that has passed on. Any of those things, all of those things. Cool. So this is the card that I pulled you in. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's a tree with a lot of lights hanging from it. And also it's floating, and there's also lights underneath of it. It reminds me of like a fairy tree or grove. It also reminds me of, I don't know if any of you are nerds, but Critical Role has this really cool like mini series where they go to one of the floating mage cities, and it's super dope. So yeah, reminds me of that. You also got the rune of the eye. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. The eye. You got the rune of the eye, which is about watching, spellbinding, and awareness. Ooh. Super cool. So, I think a little message right off the top is just with all those lights and the awareness and watching, I think your ancestors are like, hey, keep your eyes open for something. I don't know what it is yet because we haven't gone through the cards yet. So, the cards I'm using is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I'm using this deck because it's the one I use to connect with my family who has passed on, and it's also got a beautiful message of hope and love and awesomeness, because like Nightmare Before Christmas is all about finding hope in something outside of yourself, and then realizing how you have those same special qualities that make you special, and you're awesome, basically. So that's why I picked this deck, and it's pretty. So the spread I'm going to be using today is called the Star. I put it out like a star, and I will tell you what everything means as we flip it over. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beauteous. Okay. So, here we go. Group number 3. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay. So, also I'm feeling like a little excited, a little like, So, I think that maybe your guides are saying that there's something exciting coming up that they're excited for you about, and that's exciting. Okay, so group number 3. Your first card is about the wound you may have suffered. It's about the reason why you need a message of hope. Maybe the part of your life that your ancestors are trying to speak into with the rest of these cards. So we have the 5 of Potions. Actually, that's pretty incredible because this card came out in the exact same spot for pile number 1. So it's really speaking of a loss of some kind. The 5 of Potions talks about grief. It also talks about how there's something you are missing because you're upset about something. You're blinding yourself to something else that still is existing over here in the card. I think I'm going to speak more about this wound as we like reveal cards. So yeah, they're talking about something, some kind of upsetting grief, like you lost all these potions. There's some kind of grief of a loss of some kind, or just a bummed or upset about it. But there's something else that you're missing. So I think probably your guides want to draw your attention to what you're missing. So in this position here, number 2, we have their guidance for you, what they would advise you to do. And here we have the 8 of Needles, which in this deck is the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is about feeling trapped, feeling like there's nothing you can do about that. And but in the card, in the original Rider-Waite Tarot, it's a woman who's blindfolded, surrounded by swords, but if you look closely at the image, the swords aren't completely surrounding her, and she's not tied up at all, really, and she's just kind of wrapped in rope, and she could get out if she had tried, if she stopped blinding herself to the situation. So it feels like just another message of guidance that matches this card of like, there's something you're not seeing, there's something you're blinding yourself to that you can do that like maybe you're not thinking of right now. Like, so you need to look for ideas that might help you get out of a miserable or trapped situation that you wouldn't normally even think about. So in this image, you can see it's Sally, and what she's doing here is, focus. She's trying to escape from the mad scientist, and so the way she decides to do it is to pull a thread out of her arm and release her arm entirely. So that's something not many people would have the guts to do. I mean, she is a rag doll, so she has the ability to do that without hurting herself. But it's a out of the box idea that like not a lot of people would think about, and also it's something that wouldn't be your like first attempt. Like, it's something out of the box that maybe you didn't really want to try, but maybe it's time to try that thing. So what I'm seeing in this guidance card is that there's a solution you're not seeing yet. I think your guides are trying to point you in that direction. They're setting out all these little lights for you, and they're saying be watchful. Watch for something, become aware. They're hammering down on this awareness. Like there's something you're not aware of that like you need to look around for, is what I'm hearing. Cool. So card number 3 is about grounding. How would your ancestors or kin want you to ground, or think would help you ground? And we have the 10 of Potions, which in this deck is actually the 10 of Cups, which if you know tarot, the 10 of Cups is about dreams coming true. It's about total emotional fulfillment. It's a rainbow normally, and in this one it's a smoke plume filled with potions. But I think what they're saying is something that can ground you back into, instead of looking at the negative, instead of trying the same old solutions that never helped in the first place. I think something that might help ground you would be to think about your dreams, and like not like the dreams you dream at night, but the dreams that your heart has for your future, even if they're just little ones. Like, I want to be able to afford to buy that really nice chocolate every month when I'm on my period, or something like that. Like, it could be little dreams like that to start, but I think indulging yourself a little bit in your dreams, in dreaming for the future, could really help ground you to be like, yeah, no, I deserve that future that I see for myself, that I want, and I could do it if I remain aware, if I stop looking at what is negative and look at what I have and try to remain positive, not in a toxic way, but in a way that instead of like today was really rainy, and like I don't really like rainy days, but because it was rainy, at the end of the day there was a rainbow, and like that almost makes the rain worth it, because it's a thing you don't get to see very often. It's a beautiful thing that happens at the end of a rainstorm, and if you're lucky enough to catch it. And like just even though I didn't like the rainy day, I was still grateful that I got to see the rainbows. So instead of looking at the rainy days, look for the rainbows at the end of them, is what I'm hearing. Like, look towards the rainbow, look towards the light at the end of the tunnel. Be hopeful. Don't let yourself sink down into the darkness, into the rainy day. Don't let yourself sink down into the rainy day. If you're having a rainy day, don't listen to super sad music that day. like listen to the music that will help you through that day, and instead of wallowing. Yes, so indulge your dreaming, indulge your happy dreams of the future. Daydream a little bit more. Yeah. So, and then the next card we have is number 4, which is about inspiration. This is an inspiration that they want to give to you. And we have the 5 of Candles, which in this deck is the 5 of Wands. So what I'm hearing from your spirit, from your family here, is they want to inspire you to fight. Now, maybe that sounds negative, but as I'm hearing it, like, they want you to fight for yourself. They want you to fight for those you love. They don't want you to back down. They don't want you to take these negative feelings of being trapped and losing something to stop you from fighting back. Because you do have power, and you do have a beautiful light at the end of the tunnel. But you have to find the will to fight for it. And I think they want to inspire you that you're worth fighting for. That this future, this light at the end of the tunnel, it's worth fighting for. It's worth it. You're worth it. Don't stop fighting. Don't give up. It's darkest before the dawn. If the men at Helm's Deep in Lord of the Rings gave up, they would never have continued to save the world later. So don't give up the fight. Help is coming. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up. Don't give up. That's what they're saying. Don't give up. That's how they want to inspire you. They want you to not give up. Don't do it. You're awesome. You can think of these things that you're not thinking of right now. Maybe you're just really stressed. It's hard to think when you're really stressed. I understand. Okay, so card number 5 is a blessing that they want to give to you. So what we have right here is the blessing, and we have the 10 of Candles, which is the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Candles. So, the 10 of Candles is the 10 of Wands. So what I'm seeing here as a blessing, the 10 of Candles is about carrying a lot. It's about having a lot on your shoulders. And when you see the image in tarot, it's normally a man with a lot of wands on the back of his back, trying to hold them up, or he's dropped them, depending on what imagery you see. But it's always a burden. It's always like he looks like he's about to topple over. So I think part of the blessing that they want to give to you is that they're going to give you the strength to not topple over. They're going to make sure that you can hold all of the things that you are responsible for. They're going to give you enough strength to get through this. I definitely think that's part of the blessing that they're trying to tell you. I also think they're trying to tell you it would be a blessing to you for yourself. Like, a blessing you could give yourself is to put down one or two of those things. Just one or two. Nothing that's gonna leave you destitute or anything. But one or two things that you just don't need to worry about that right now. You have so many other things to worry about. This can wait till tomorrow to worry about it. Just things I heard a thing today on a podcast, and it was a question that two therapists asked that was really a great question to ask. And it was, what thoughts are not helpful to me in this situation right now? And to think of those things and let them go, because they are not helpful for you right now. So that could be anything from that crazy dream you had last night, but I have to do my taxes in 2 months. Yeah, well, that's in 2 months. Don't forget that you need all that paperwork and take care of it and, eventually get it done. But in this moment, we can put down worrying about that until it is time. And yeah, so what thoughts are not helpful to you right now? Put those aside. Or try to. I know it's really hard to put some things aside. I have a real struggle with that myself. I'm working on it. So I understand it's super hard and it takes practice. It takes so much practice to do that. But it was an amazing question from these two therapists, and I really dig it, and I think it will help you as well. So that's your blessing. And now the last card we have here is a wish. A wish. Wishing upon a star that they have for you. Aw, that's so sweet. You guys got the card, the Fool. Oh, that really is so sweet. So you know how at the beginning of this reading we had the feeling of looking at the negative and also feeling trapped and there was no way out? The Fool is this beautiful card of abandoning reason. But in a good way. The Fool has no fear. He busts forward bravely. He goes into the unknown bravely. He's a fool. He's carefree. And he embraces all of the things that life is throwing at him, and he just has fun with it. So their wish for you is that you could set aside your worries and enjoy life more. Enjoy the process more. They wish to see you have joyful abandon in your life. That's what they wish for you. They wish that you will lay down your worry and grasp new things with a joyful heart. Aw, that's so sweet, guys. Your kin and family really, they want to see you happy. And that's beautiful. I love that. Okay, The other thing I'm going to do for you is I'm going to shuffle these cards, which are the Kunyin Oracle deck, and I'm just going to get one parting message from your ancestors slash kin slash chosen family. So, let's see what they get for you. Pile 3's family. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was 2. Where'd the other one go? Aha. Found it? Okay. So you got 2. The first one is Weave the Future Golden with this card here. Weave the Future Golden. It says, something good is coming your way. Kun Yin now assists you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw on the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities that are waiting for you, and which will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, creative fulfillment. That's exactly what we just said with this. Follow your, dream more, find creative solutions, and live your life with joy and abandon and embrace new opportunities. That's exactly what that message is. Wow. Okay. And then we also have this card, which is To the Celestial Mountain. To the Celestial Mountain. And it says, you have the ability to invoke divine power to call to that celestial mountain so that you might be gifted with the spiritual energy you need to attain your goals. Permitting beings that love you unconditionally to help you is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower the divine forces that can assist you to come to your aid and help you manifest your visions. Aww, that's also so sweet. Yeah, you will be gifted the spiritual energy you need to attain your goals. So that's what this card was saying, how they're going to give you, their blessing is they're going to give you the strength to get there. They're going to give you the strength to get to that celestial mountain. You just have to ask, and it'll be there for you. Aw, that's so sweet, you guys. Your kin really care for you. That's a beautiful message. Well, this is all I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for coming to this reading and for watching it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I don't really have a fun thing for you to say at the end of this one in the comments, but just tell me if you liked it, I guess. Tell me if it helped you guys out. And thank you so much for coming to this reading. Thank you to your ancestors and kin for being here with us today. And I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. And thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye guys. This was Pan. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. This is your reading. It's all about a message of hope from your ancestors slash your kin slash those who have passed on that you were close to. So, or just spirits on the other side that consider you family, really. So, this is the card that pulled you in. It's a card of a guy sitting in a library and he is scribing. It's a really cool sepia tone image. Hope you can see it. Oh, there you go. Okay, so that was your image, and then you also got this rune here, which looks like this. And it is the symbol for woman in this rune collection, and it stands for rejuvenation, healing, and psychic. Cool. So today's spread is called the Star, and it's it's a star for a message of hope. That's really what it is. I'm going to set out the cards and not flip them. I'm going to flip them over in order in as they appear in the reading, and we'll go through it like that. So we're just going to get a cool message. Rejuvenation, healing, psychic. I'm getting this vibe from the card and the rune that perhaps this group might be my students, maybe of magic, of maybe even of tarot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, this group might be my tarot readers, or just people who are interested in studying tarot or spirituality or whatever you're interested in. You might be a student of some kind. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one, number 1. This card is about the wound, the like reason why you're looking for a message of hope from your ancestors, the issue or whatever that your ancestors would like to discuss. And here we have the Lovers. Interesting. It's a pretty card. So with the Lovers and woman, rejuvenation and healing as one of your runes that drew you in, I think that you're maybe you had a breakup recently, or maybe you're just getting back into dating after a minute of being disillusioned with it, or perhaps I'm seeing it's like some kind of, maybe you took a break from dating, or maybe you took a break from romantic interests in general, and you're just now kind of reawakening to the idea. Maybe there was a breakup or a relationship in your past that really wounded you, that's still affecting your relationships now, that I think your ancestors and kin would like to see you start healing from. So we're going to move on to card number 2, which is the guidance that they have for you. And here we have the Strength card. Wow. So I think what they're saying with this card is you're ready. You're strong enough. You're ready. You've been preparing. You've been figuring out what you really want in maybe in a potential partner, or maybe what you really want in the relationship you're currently in, or maybe just what you want out of your relationships in general. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. Maybe you're starting a whole journey of self-love and discovering what relationships in your life help you on that journey and which ones are harming you. So I believe that your guides are giving you the guidance that you are strong enough to continue this journey, to embark on this journey, to perhaps go find new friends in things that you really like doing, or go find that soulmate that you really want, or or even like just start chatting with that person who's a really cool person that you'd like to get to know. Like, just you have the guts, you have the bravery within you to reach out to people and really start developing relationships that will last. Really develop relationships that mean something to you. Maybe even the relationships that you're already in around you, like make them deeper, more connected, more in line with who you want to be as a person, who you have been healing and preparing to put out into the world, which is yourself. But like, you know, it feels like you're when you're recovering from something, maybe a breakup or something like that. When you're recovering from something like that, it does feel like you're building like a whole new person to show the world. So their guidance is that you're ready. You got this. Don't be scared. You're so strong. You're so brave to even put yourself out there again, to be vulnerable in the relationships that you already have, to start to create a happy, healthy environment for yourself that is supported by those people. And if they're not supporting you, if it's a toxic situation, you are strong enough to address it. Maybe it won't get fixed right away. Hi, group number 4. Sorry. So, my card filled up. Anyway, so what I was saying was that maybe their relationships won't be fixed right away, but you have the strength to bring up the problems, bring up the issues. You are ready to do the work in them. You are ready to make them deeper and more fulfilling for you and everybody in the relationships. And yeah, you're ready. You're so brave to like start this journey of healing this love wound that you have, whatever it is. And your guides believe that you are ready. You've been doing the work. So you're ready. So go for it. Yeah. So that's their guidance. And then this card down here, card number 3, is grounding. What could you do to ground yourself? Or what would your guides, your ancestors or kin like to see you do to help ground yourself? And we have the 6 of Candles. 6 of Candles, which is the 6 of Wands. Now, the 6 of Wands is about victory. It's about, in the tarot, it's a warrior coming home to a victory parade of some kind. So, I believe what they're trying to say with this grounding is, if you're nervous about, let's say, you know what it could be? It could be that you haven't really focused on any kind of like friend relationship or love relationship or getting intimate with anybody in any way for a while because of COVID. Like, it has really shut a lot of us off, especially if we can work from home and we just haven't ever gone back. Like, if you ended up working from home during the pandemic and ended up staying there, it might be really hard for you to get out of the house now or get out to see people. And so you're working on like letting yourself go out and see people again. And it's really scary. I was very scared to go back to work once once COVID had made it safe for my job to happen again. So I think what they're saying with this grounding card is that you need to look at all of the steps, all of the little tiny baby steps you took to get to this big step of going out, of seeing people, of looking for new fulfilling relationships. You need to look at all of those as victories. Each tiny little thing that you did to even think about finding a new soulmate, to even think about approaching the problem in your relationships, to even think about going out and meeting new people. Like, every single step you made was a victory, a huge victory. No matter how insignificant you think the step was, it was a huge victory. And if you look at each step like a victory, you will see that what you see as a mountain ahead of you is not as big a mountain as all of these victories that have paved the path behind you, because you took every single one of those steps. And you can take this one more. And if you think about it that way, it's just one more. It's just one more. It's just one more until all of a sudden you're up the mountain. You know what I mean? Like Frodo climbing Mount Doom. One more step. Just one more. Of course, he had Sam to help him right at the top, which is why you need to heal this love wound that you have here, so that you have people there to help you get to the next step after the next step. So, yeah, think of every single step as a victory. Ooh. Think of every single step as a victory. Yeah. So this next card is the card of inspiration. What do they have to inspire you? So we have the Four of Candles. Wow, there is a lot of fire energy in this pile. Here it is. It's a bunch of vampires. It's super cute. So this is the Four of Candles. This is the Four of Candles. And Four of Wands. Oh, this talks about a celebration. Yeah, this talks about a celebration. This talks about a bringing in of joy, a bringing in of family, and a celebration of reuniting, a celebration of, normally it's depicted as a wedding, but it doesn't have to be a wedding. That might be extreme. But it's some kind of great, joyful union. They want to inspire you that waiting for you at the next step, there is going to be joyful meetings. There's going to be joyful unions. There's going to be celebration and happiness and maybe things that you haven't had with other people in a while. It could be sexy things. Just saying. Like, if it is a lover wound, if it is because of a breakup, maybe this joyful reunion will be the reunion of your sexy parts and somebody else's sexy parts. Which is very joyous, to be honest. So I see this inspiration. They're trying to inspire you to see that even though this step is scary and hard, it's the rewards, the benefits that will come to you as a result of you being brave and being strong and taking this next step, is of coming out of your dark tunnel where you were hiding to like study and research all of the things you wanted to before you rejuvenated your life and stepped out there and put yourself out there, all of that is going to lead to something that is really going to unify your soul with itself and with other people again. And that's beautiful. And they I'm hearing from maybe a couple of you, like if you're afraid to go out dating again and you are like, and you're inspired by weddings, well, you'll never get to the wedding if you don't go on that date. You know what I mean? Like, if you never try, you'll never achieve. So, yeah, they want to inspire you. Maybe this is super dumb, but maybe it's for somebody. So maybe if you're trying to find a soulmate, maybe look to romance. Like don't like take from every romantic thing as an example for your life, but become inspired by romance. Like sometimes when you block something out for so long, you no longer like care about it. You just kind of forget about it. Like, but to re-inspire yourself, like look at those romances you liked. Look at, maybe reread a book that really got you excited about love, or be inspired by, I don't know, a podcast, whatever inspires you to like do stuff, whatever inspires you. Maybe it's music. Maybe it's time to listen to a bunch of love songs that you really love again and become inspired that you want that feeling with somebody else again. Yeah. And it could be not those things, like not romantic. It could also be just like friends. Like play a bunch of like party songs that you and your friends used to play before that you'd go out and enjoy life. If what you want to do is reunite with people after a really long not being with people because of COVID, like listen to a bunch of party songs and suddenly you'll want to go out partying. Like, just examples, guys. Okay, so the next card we have here is the 5th card, which is their blessing for you. And the card that they have here is the King of Needles, which is the King of Swords. Yeah, the King of Needles. I think it's cute that they made him the King of Needles because he made Sally, who's a ragdoll person that was sewed together. Anyway, so the King of Needles, the King of Swords, he is the king of new ideas. He is also the king of speaking. He is eloquent in his language. I think their blessing for you is that you're going to suddenly find yourself able to express yourself in ways that maybe you hadn't been able to before. Maybe you just become radically honest with the people that you're meeting now for the first time. Maybe you're finally being able to express a feeling that you've been feeling while in some kind of relationship. Maybe you're finally able to express it and for them to understand. I believe that is the blessing that your ancestors and kin are going to give you. They're going to give you the words. They're going to give you the eloquence. They're going to give you the swag if you're trying to romance somebody. They're gonna give you all of the wisdom of a king and all of the eloquence, and you're just going to find yourself able to attract those you want through your words, which is dope. I wish I could do that. So, yeah, this is their blessing for you. You're going to find the words. Don't worry about not knowing what to say. When it's time, when it's right, when this is the person you are supposed to meet, when you've finally taken that step and put yourself out there, you're going to find the words. They're going to be given to you. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay, and the last card we have here is their wish for you. So this is the wish that your guides, not your guides. That's the second time I've done that in this group. Maybe it's your spirit guides, guys. So your ancestors or kin, this is the wish that they have for you. And we have the Queen of Candles, which is the Queen of Wands. There it is. This is the Queen of Wands / Queen of Candles. It's a kitty cat. She's so cute. Wow, a lot of candles. You got 3 candles out of 6. That's a lot of fire energy, guys. Plus 2 major arcana. Man, your ancestors are really coming out for you today. So, Queen of Wands. Their wish for you is that you reignite your passion, your zest, your sexuality. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of Fire. She is power and sexuality. She is passion and I want to say foreplay. She is the Delilah of the group. She is the seductress. Yeah. Ooh, sexy messages. Your ancestors are just they want to see you flourish in whichever of these realms that have come forward today. There could be a lot of different things that they want you to flourish in, but passion is a big one. We have a lot of fire here. Passion, victory, celebration, they're all joyful. They're living with your heart. They want to see you living from your heart and letting that heart open up to people, sorry, my candle is going nuts. Maybe your ancestors are just nodding their head in very loud agreement. Yes. I was saying passion. All of these fire cards that you pulled are all very positive fire cards. They're all about living joyfully, passionately, victoriously. Their wish for you is that you see yourself as this beautiful, amazing person that deserves to feel love and passion in their life and deserves to be loved by others and seen for the passionate, beautiful, strong person that you are. You deserve to be seen by others. You deserve to be recognized by others for you. And they wish to see you with a crown on your head and a smirk on your face and just enjoying being you with other people. Oh, that's so sweet, you guys. Okay, that's their message for you. The last thing I'm going to do in this reading is I have the Kunyin Oracle deck, and I'm just going to shuffle these and get 1 or 2 messages, just last parting messages from your ancestors / kin / slash relations slash people on the other side. So, ancestors of pile 4, could you please give me one message of hope? A message of hope. Oh, okay. Wow. This one was actually at the top of the pile when I started shuffling. But this is your card. It is called Mother Fierce. Mother Fierce. That sounds like the Queen of Wands, if you ask me. So I'm just going to read this to you. It says, Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe. You are protected. You are loved. Wow, you guys. Could we have gotten a better card for your pile? Holy shit, guys. Well, that was a big loud yes from your ancestors to this reading. Thank you for nodding, Mr. Candle. And thank you so much for being here for this reading, guys. I was really happy to do this one. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to your ancestors, to your kin for being here. If you liked this video, please push the thumbs up button. It helps me a lot. And like, comment, subscribe. I don't have a funny little comment for you to put down this time, but if you think of something cute to say, definitely say it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have an amazing day or night or whatever. Thank you for watching. This is Pan. Bye. Have a nice day.